Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 6. We are going into the 2026 position changes. We're not going to make any changes on positions. Hopefully, our off-season gains can be pretty solid. Let's find out. Just to give you a quick recap, last season we finished 8-5, I believe. Uh, Not a great season, but we were without our starting quarterback for multiple weeks. We had a very nice winning streak at the end of the season, but we did not win the bowl game. So, recruiting wise, we did not do terrible, but we could have definitely done better. So, the talent level at Southern Miss is lacking. We did move up to the Mid American Conference. So, we have at a four, I believe there is a 4-star level prestige conference. Some nice jumps right here. Tyler jumps up to an 89. I mean, Taylor, sorry. Brunson to an 88. Bridges, I'm sure you guys know him. 87 overall kicker. Elmore had a very good bump. Gray, Holland, good bumps. So we might actually have a little bit more talent than we've had in recent times. Very interesting quarterback battle here. Gunter was a transfer we just brought in. He is now an 81 overall quarterback. However, Caden Bates, who was promised to be the starter for this upcoming season, is an 80 overall quarterback. It's going to be a tough decision because sometimes overall doesn't really tell you the whole story. Let's see. Gunter is a very smart quarterback, good accuracy. Bates, on the other hand, is pretty solid in all three, and he can run a little bit. So the training is going to make a big difference to see who can be the starter this year. We were able to keep both our coordinators. Our defensive coordinator was taking a job at UFC. However, we gave him more money, so he's going to be staying with us. So we're at a 13 level offense, 13 level defense, and the roster pretty similar to what it's been looking like all our years at Southern Miss. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's see how these quarterbacks train and get better. Okay, both 81 after the first round of training. Multiple good receivers this season. That's definitely going to help us. Now we're kind of weak on offensive line. We have three 84 plus offensive linemen, which is good. The backside with high potential, but not the greatest rating. So we definitely need to try to improve that. A +2 only, that hurts. Gonna have to save a spot next training session for Trace. Hopefully we can get him up. This season, I'm not adding anyone with C potential. We're just going to try to get B and A players. Of course, we just got to add a bunch of guys now since we don't have any more scouting trips left. We will find out though. I'm not sure if on the video the mouse clicking is going to be way too loud. Uh, my previous mouse stopped working. uh, Maybe because I dropped it in a cup of water. Who knows? However, I do have a much better mouse on the way, but it won't get here until Friday. So hopefully this mouse is not too loud for the video. If it is though, I apologize. Especially in a game that has a lot of clicking of the mouse. Okay, got all those guys there. Auto recruit, let's not waste time. Make sure we assign our defensive training. Okay, on to spring 2. Let's see if our quarterbacks can improve. Okay, Gunter taking the lead again. Okay, McManus getting a pretty big pass blocking upgrade. That's going to help some. We really don't have much depth. We have a lot of players with good potential. However, their ratings definitely don't indicate future starters this year. Possibility of next year, depending on progression. We're going to keep trying to invest in our facilities, you know, if we don't get fired this upcoming season. Bridges with the +5 power, nice. Like I said, we're not keeping anyone C or below. So we're going to lose out on a lot of guys who want to come here. But we've definitely got to make a change in our talent. Okay, on to summer 1. Now the breakthroughs, of course, are getting smaller and smaller chances. However, we're still trying to upgrade our quarterback position. Gunter's an 83 now. He might be pulling away with this. Let's see. Wow, Bates with a +5 strength at 29% breakthrough. It's making it even closer. Okay, not a bad boost right there. Let's find out more about our recruits. We should have a little bit more information now with the camp visit that we're able to do. Oh, accidentally click that twice. Lots of C's. Oh, there's a B. Of course, B minuses. Oh, forgot to switch potential. Oops. I was wondering where the rest were. Okay. Should I take back and stay with a C plus 68 that we have the interest score advantage? Slightly, though. We might keep him around. The rest, though, they're gone. A lot of guys we're losing here. But they were not going to help our program at all. And of course, I say that C and D and even F players have their places. They can still have great gains. However, mathematically, of course, it's not as high chances. Also, our facilities are not that great, of course, so we don't really give them any advantages to getting any better. So, nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and add three more guys who might be interested. Go ahead and use those camp visits to find out if they're got a good enough potential for us. We'll see. Okay, we still have a slight advantage over them. We are down one against those guys. Very close interest scores though, so we can definitely still win these players if they're worth it to us. Okay, that should be enough targets. Okay. On to the last summer training sessions. Gunter with a +1. He stays 83 overall. We can go. Should we go invasion? Kind of help prevent some sacks. It'll probably +1. We'll try it. +7. Wow. Very lucky roll there. Bates is now an 83 quarterback as well as Gunter. Looking at the ratings, they're very similar. Bates is +1 on arm strength. Gunter beats him on accuracy with +5. Quarterback IQ is a pretty good advantage, +7. Also, they have the same amount in invasion. However, speed is a major difference. Gunter only has 60 speed. Bates is an 83. So if Bates has to scramble or run a couple quarterback run plays, he will be much better at it. Oh man, it's a tough call. I think we're going to start Bates since he does have the promise. However, if he is struggling doing what he needs to do, Gunter will definitely come in. Okay, let's check out some of our new recruits. Have not found an A player potential yet. We're going to definitely have to keep looking. All right. Holman's actually improved to a 70 overall. Now that could definitely change as more scouting occurs, but we'll find out. B plus, he can stay. Another B plus. B minus. C minus. And we'll find out about some of these other guys after this training cycle. Okay, preseason expectations. Hopefully, since we're going to a new conference, they will not want 10 games won. Let's find out. Okay, only 8 games this year and or win the division. Our bonuses possibly could be 7 interceptions to get 2.6. Score 22 rushing touchdowns. I don't see that happening. Could happen, who knows. 28 passing touchdowns. That's a good chance. We could get that. And also we have to beat our rival, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, offensive talent, we're an 81. That does put us at number 56 in the country overall rating. Our defense, however, is only a 76, which puts us at 118. Um, our offense looks like it'd be pretty good, though. And if you add both our quarterbacks together, I'm not sure many programs have two quarterbacks of 80 plus. I mean, we could look that up if we wanted to, but let's get into some action here. So we're playing Wake Forest. We have the advantage on offense. We do not have the advantage on defense. Let's go ahead and get our recruiting set up first. Oh, we found an A minus. Nice. We gotta clear that first. No visits, so let's go with Marshall. Why not? Nice little 300-point bonus. If we can have a great game, that'd be great for him, picking him up. Couple more visits to make. We'll have to double check this in a couple of weeks to make sure we get all our visits in that we need. F plus, nope. C plus, nope. No diamonds in a rough this week. Okay, the game believes Gunter should be the starter, but it's very close. So we're going to go ahead and move Caden Bates. However, we'll keep an eye out and might make a change during the game. Okay, they expect it to be a very close game, so let's find out. All right, let's go into halftime. Southern Miss up 23-7. Offense is playing well. Let's see how our quarterback's doing. Bates having a great game so far, 17 of 20, 252 yards. We're running the ball consistently. Bates does have a rushing touchdown, but not a lot of rushing yards. So let's see if we can keep this going. To the fourth quarter, we've added a little bit more to our lead. 5 minutes left. Wake Forest has gotten a little bit closer, and they have the ball driving, so we need to definitely get a stop here. At least hold them to a field goal. It is 4th and 15, so they should kick it. They do. We get the ball back, help them out, chew the clock. Can we run it out? We do get some time off the clock, but Wake Forest is going to have a chance. They turn over on downs. That should be ball game. And it is. USM with the victory. Bates throws a few more incompletions in the second half, but does get 300 passing yards. A decent running game. 4.61 yards, 212 total yards. We give up a lot of rushing yards to Wake Forest, but we hold their passing in check. Plus, we had 3 sacks. Bates avoided any sacks. We did have a fumble lost by our tight end. And Bridges goes 4 for 5 on field goals, misses one chip shot, but he does make most of them. So, not a bad start to the season. We're 1-0. It's a pretty good start. Go ahead and schedule a few more visits real quick. Okay, we'll do a little bit more scouting, trying to find a few guys who can help us out. Okay, got a couple 3 stars that no one wants. Let's see. Or maybe that was 2 stars that I thought I saw. Here's one. B minus. We'll add him. Missouri has not tried to start pitching this guy though, so we might just see if Gill's gonna be possible to get. We'll add him. Let's see. D plus. C plus. A B. Nice. Okay, Northern Illinois likes to pass the football. We do have them on the talent advantage there. We'll see how it goes. Okay, halftime, we're up. Bates is having another excellent first half. To the fourth quarter. It's getting a little bit closer. We're up 13. Bates just had a nice 8-yard run. We'll see what can happen here. All right, we're up by 20 now. Bates is still having a good game. He is definitely throwing more incompletions now. We'll see if our guys can hold it. That could be ball game. It is 37-14. USN with a great victory. Bates throws for 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, doesn't turn it over. Probably a couple of these are probably some nils to make the rushing yards look a little bit worse. Sherman with a great game, 100 yards rushing. Samonte 100 yards rushing. Sherman and Tate get the touchdowns. Elmore gets 100 yards receiving plus. Bridges goes 3 for 5 on field goals, misses another chip shot, but he does make the 50-plus yarder. Just wish we had a little bit more consistency with him, but it is what it is. So, 2-0 so far. Not bad at all for Southern Miss. Our first conference game in the MAC, so that definitely helps as well. One of our offensive linemen getting hurt. We really don't have much depth. Donovan has a great game against Northern Illinois. Also, we do set some team records for rushing yards and total yards and sacks. Okay. Akron wants to run the football, so hopefully we can prevent that. Okay, look for a few more guys quickly. D A minus. There we go. I like his name. I will butcher that name if I try to say it, so we're just gonna call him Lynch. Bad potential. F potential. Great. Okay. We're favored to win by 2.5. Let's see what happens. Going to halftime. We're up 20-0. We are a great first half team so far. Bates does not complete as much as usual, but does have 200 yards passing with a touchdown. He's running the ball effectively, but so is most of our other running backs. Tate really hasn't gotten going yet, nor has Sherman. So we definitely need some more out of them. Okay, let's see how it goes for the second half. To the fourth quarter, up 30. Final 5 minutes, 37. Can we get the shutout? We can. 37-0. Bates has another 300-yard game with a touchdown. Samonte gets 91 yards and 2 touchdowns. If he had more carries, he would have got to 100. Elmore with another 100 yards receiving. And Bridges missing a field goal because that's what he does. Okay, 3-0. Great season so far for Southern Miss. Very good start. It's looking like having Bates as the quarterback is paying off. I wish we get a big enough lead that the game would go ahead and auto sub our quarterbacks in. Because I would like to get Gunter, I believe his name. Yeah, Gunter back in some action. We've had 241 offensive snaps. He has not gotten one yet. Uh, I probably should have manually just brought him in last game. If we get a lead, 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, Gunter is definitely going to get some playing time. Of course, now since I've said that, we'll probably never get a lead again, but we'll find out. Let's just see how many guys we're kind of aiming to get for recruits. Looks like we have 12 with the lead. Some of these are closer than others. We can pull ahead on this guy soon, I'm sure. These are a little bit harder to get. Missouri still has not started offering him any pitches yet. Might throw a little bit of money just to get the lead. How far interest score wise we're behind? We should be winning this, I would think. Maybe they had pitches from the very beginning though. We'll throw a little bit of cash. Not too much. Don't want to break the bank for a B minus tight end. Has no interest in money. I would like to get Sherman. He hasn't had a visit yet. Hmm. We did gain on the leader a little bit. However, Utah does have a better pitch, and they've offered him a scholarship. I should probably go ahead and just give up on him. Let's see what his overall does. A little bit more scouting. Stays the same. 64, A minus. We'll stay with him a couple more weeks. We'll see if it gets any further behind. All right, we'll look for a couple of high potential players that could come fill in some ranks. A D, of course. D minus. C. Won't be able to find out. Okay, favored to win by 3.5. Can we keep our winning ways going? Let's find out. To halftime, we're only up 7. To the fourth quarter, we're up 10. Still a close game. Last 5 minutes, we're still up 10. With time ticking down. Hopefully we can get a good drive here. It's 1st and 10. We waste a little bit of time, not enough. However, Ohio cannot cash in on their drive, and this should be ball game. And it is. Bates has a decent game. I mean, it's better than decent. 300 yards passing, 1 touchdown. He was sacked 3 times. He ran the ball effectively, 5 carries, 27 yards, and a touchdown. Samonte got 17 carries and a touchdown. Pretty decent running stats, so 4.46. Pretty consistent. We stopped their running attack. Pruitt has a decent game, but he does throw an interception. Elmore again with another 100 yards. Has he had any under 100 yet? The first game of the season, he was only 80 yards, but everything since, 3 straight games over 100 yards. So he's definitely helping us out. And, we got to check our kicker Bridges. He does miss another field goal. Gotta love it. Okay, we got our trip to Hawaii coming up, unless we schedule him for a home game. We'll have to find out on that. So Southern Miss 4-0, 3-0 in conference. Very good start to the season so far. Oh no! Bates is injured. Having an excellent season so far. Okay, well, it's time to make a change at quarterback. Gunter's going to get his chance. Hawaii doesn't have great talent at all. So, by saying that, we're going to lose. But we should have the talent advantage. Just double checking here. Looks like everyone has their visits. We'll do a quick check to see if we can find any talent that no one wants. C minus, a B, okay. B plus, D plus, B plus. Okay. Scouting found a couple of guys that could help us. We'll go ahead and offer some scholarships. But that'll probably be all the searching we're going to do for now. I do want to leave some room for some transfers, of course. Okay. So we are playing them at home. We will play them away next season. Let's see how our new quarterback can do here. Going into halftime, we're only up 8. Fourth quarter, we're up 19. Let's see how he's doing. All right, he did throw an interception, but he does have 200 something, 230 yards passing, or 38. He does have a touchdown. Samonte's running the ball very well, 107 yards. So is Sherman with 6.71 yards a carry, and Tate. Wow, so we're averaging 8 yards a carry. There should be no reason to pass the ball. But we don't call the plays, so let's see how we do. Last 5 minutes, we had another touchdown. And we hold on to win 38-12. Gunter gets 300 yards passing plus, gets 2 touchdowns. We only run the ball 4 more times after we checked. And 2 of those were quarterback kneel downs. So Elmore barely gets to 100, but he does with 4 catches. Bridges only has 1 field goal, but he made it. So Southern Miss starting off 5-0. Possibility of being ranked soon. If we're not ranked in the top 25, we'll check our ranking and to see how far we've made it so far. Oh, we are in the top 25, number 20 in the country. Uh, Hanson's recovered from his injury. Wow, Meadows, someone who made 8 field goals. Maybe Bridges can learn from him. Okay, playing Eastern Michigan. See what happens. We're favored to win by 3.5. To halftime, up 10. Fourth quarter, up 27-3. Last 5 minutes, 34-10. And we end up winning 41-10. Oh, they put the injured Bates in. I hope he did not get hurt any worse. He does add a touchdown in some garbage time. Gunter, 300 yards with 3 touchdowns. We didn't run the ball as great, but Scott getting 1 carry for 37 yards does help that average. Elmore getting 110 yards. Daniels getting 99 yards and a touchdown. Sherman 28 yards and a touchdown. McClure gets a touchdown, and so does Scott. Bridges makes both field goals and all his extra points. Not bad. So Southern Miss 6-0. This is going very well. Knock on wood, of course. Okay, Bates is healed from his injury. We've got to put him back at quarterback. Gunter definitely did great in his absence. Bates still has a 70% snap percentage, even though he was hurt. Let's see. Let's go ahead and lock that so it doesn't accidentally switch on us. Big game against Georgia Southern here. Let's make sure he's... Yep, they're our rivals, so this is going to be a big one. Even though they're 1-5, the talent is similar. They definitely want to knock us off. We'll take a quick look at recruiting, see if we need to change any pitches around. Is there anyone we're not going to get? We got a chance. Not a big chance. We got a chance on him. I'm not giving up yet. 721. B plus tight end. 668. I know we have visits left. Do we? We do. Some of these are just looking pretty tough to get. Let's go ahead and give up on these two right here. Should give up on Shannon, but we're not going to give up just yet. Max. Is he worth spending 200,000 on at a 56? I just don't really see that. I mean, I bet you we would jump ahead with 300,000. Let's see if he's any better. He does jump up. Oh, he jumped back down too, though. We're going to need that money elsewhere. Let's not. We got him. Got him. Got him. Should be easy. Let's just hold on to their pitches for now. Okay, we definitely got Brian. There's no way Vanderbilt catches up. Probably would be good with him, but we're not. We're not going to risk it. Another player that we're not. He did jump improve a lot, though. Let's see. Visits. We've already had our visit. So has Troy, though. We're gaining a little bit each week. They've given him a little bit of money. Let's see if Dante Watts would want to come here. We're down 758. So we give him 400K. Probably not a great investment, but why not? We decide not to spend on some other players. Saved a little bit of cash to give him an offer. Okay. Let's go ahead and sort by interest or points ahead. Find out if anyone we're close to, we can sneak away with. We can definitely go after Jonas Fisher from Louisiana. We'll see what he can do. Also, he's a gem. It's worth it. We can go after Tristan. And these other guys, we really don't have a chance. We'll just let the AI decide who they want to offer it to. Okay, let's see if we can get a good win here. We did play them in the Sun Belt Championship in 2023. Beat them 24-21. They did beat us in the regular season 34-26 of that year. But that's been a while. So let's see what happens. Going into halftime, 6-3. Looks like Bates might be a little rusty. He hasn't turned the ball over yet, but has not done what he needs to. All right, on to the fourth quarter. We are actually down. Do we go to our backup? I'm thinking about it. 4th and 2. You know, we play to win the game. I know we don't call plays. He is throwing better. Let's do it. We're bringing Gunter in, and we're going to go for it on 4th and 2. We're not running the ball, though. Okay, come on, Gunter. We need you here. 14-yard pass completion. Coming off making big plays. Let's see what happens here. No, Billy Westbrook with the fumble as we were driving. Ouch. Let's see if the defense can be clutch here. They get the ball back. Looks like Gunter leads another touchdown drive very well. He is doing excellent so far, 7 of 8. He didn't get the touchdown, but Samonte cashed it in for him. So Southern Miss does have the lead. We'll go to the final 5 minutes. Southern Miss has the ball back. We'll go choose some clock here. And we'll see what happens. 8-yard pass. Negative 1-yard run. 3rd and 3. Big 3rd and 3 here. Gunter is sacked. Ouch. We're going to have to get the ball back. And they return it very well to the 30-yard line. Come on, defense. Let's play clutch here. Oh, that one hurts. A 51-yard pass. Come on, D. Incomplete. 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 Oh, man. Great defense after the big bomb. What about the field goal? Wow, Jordan Rutledge. He sells for his team right there. That should be ball game. 13 to 10. It wasn't pretty. Bates does get benched. Gunter comes in, does very well. Uh, Tough game. Did not expect it to be that close. But do we have a quarterback controversy? I think I'm going to go back to Bates to the next game, see how well he responds. But Gunter coming up clutch right there. Okay, we're number 13 in the country. We definitely don't have the talent as a number 13 team, but we are winning our games. Okay, Bates is back as starter. Favored to win by 11. Let's hopefully we can do that. We're going into halftime. We're up by 14. To the fourth quarter, we're up by 21. Bates does have his first interception of the season. Uh, but we're definitely playing well enough to win this game. 5 minutes left. 31 to 6. Bates has another touchdown. And to the end of the game, 31 to 6. Bates has 270 yards, 73 yards. Samonte gets a couple carries that kind of help us out. Sherman does a good job. Bates adds 20 yards rushing. Colvin gets a touchdown. Elmore, 81 yards, but he does get a touchdown as well. And so does Daniels. And Bridges makes his only field goal. So Southern Miss starting off the season 8-0. Extremely good so far. Now, a lot of the teams we played are not very good, so we are definitely not a top team. But we are beating the guys that we're scheduled to. So we could sneak into the playoffs. No guarantees, of course. We're up to number 11 in the country. Going against a James Madison team that wants to run the football. Their ratings are not great. We still got to do our best. Okay, to halftime. Up by 10 so far. To the fourth quarter. Up by 21. 5 minutes left. Up by 25. Bates is not completing great amount of his passes, but he has a lot of yards and touchdowns. The running backs are there. Elmore. No, not Elmore. Colvin with 100 yards. Elmore actually has not been targeted as much as usual and only has 2 catches. Bridges misses a field goal. Let's see how the rest of the game goes. Score stays the same. Gunter gets to come in, throw some complete passes. That is good. So on to week 10, Southern Miss. 9-0. Very nice, very nice. Any loss, though, is definitely going to push them back. Maybe even dropping out of the top 25. Definitely out of the top 16. So we got to keep winning. So Wilkes is going to be out for 3 weeks. We're definitely not going to play him while he's hurt. Nielsen signs with Jacksonville State. It's, of course, okay. Ball State. They like to pass the football. Can we hold them back? Sure be nice to be 10-0. We're favored to win by 11. Let's find out. Going into halftime, we're up only 9, but it is a shutout so far. We're up 19-0. Last 5 minutes, 26-0. Bates is having a good game, but I am going to get Gunter some looks with only 5 minutes left. He deserves it. Oh, they accidentally brought Dudley in. Hmm. I must have not paid attention when I went to depth chart. I must have moved Dudley in on accident. I didn't, but I guess they brought in the backup. I'm not sure how Dudley got in. Okay, good for him. He got a little PT. Okay, Southern Miss with a 26-0 shutout of Ball State. 10-0 on the season. We might sneak into the top 10. We do. We're number 10. Oh no. Oh, this is not good. Not a good week. Elmore, minor injury. Probably need to rest him. Bridges, our kicker. You know him. Having a decent year. He's only missed 7 field goals. The backup is absolutely terrible. I think we got to risk it. I mean, especially he's playing one of the best teams we played all season. They can pass the ball very well. A lot of tough decisions here. I think we can bench Elmore. I know it hurts to take him out of the game. Go ahead and make sure we put Bates back in. This game's definitely gotten a little bit tougher. We're still favored to win by 6.5, but we are missing a lot of our guys. Okay, into halftime, 17-17, a very close one. Fourth quarter, we're up by 11. Bates is not completing a lot of his passes. However, he does have 2 touchdowns. They did bring Shepard in. But it has not affected us just yet. Last 5 minutes. It's a little bit closer. Can we run out the clock? Nice. Nice 26-yard field goal by Shepard. That's going to end the game pretty much. Bates does start completing a lot of passes at the end. 237 yards rush or passing. Samonte and Sherman do good things. Samonte with 2 rushing touchdowns. Daniels tries to pick up the slack. Colvin tries to pick up the slack. It definitely hurts not having Elmore in. Shepard did a pretty good job though filling in. He didn't punt as well, but he did make some field goals. Okay, 11-0, Southern Mississippi. I keep aiming for these videos to go a little bit shorter. However, this one is going long as well. We'll probably finish up the regular season on this video, and then the next video will take the conference championship and the playoffs. Nicholas Kent. Wow, he's done for the season. That hurts. We did move up to number 4 in the country. That looks good. We land a lot of recruits. We forced 5 turnovers. Still, though, it hurts. Okay, playing Marshall. We've seen them a lot lately. They came with us when the conference realignment happened. Um, so I don't have a setting that says major injury players have to be out. I wonder if that's a change. There we go. I had that setting on. Sorry for being blind. How long is Bridges hurt for now? 1 more week? You know what? We're gonna let Shepard do it. If Bridges end up getting hurt on a regular season game, that hopefully will not affect our season too much. Even if we somehow lost, I'd feel pretty bad about it. Okay, we're 2-0 against Marshall. Can we keep that up? Going to halftime, we're up 14. Fourth quarter, we're up 20. Last 5 minutes, I'm getting a little bit closer, but we hold on to win. Bates still has a good game. We don't run the ball as effectively, but we do get 172 yards rushing. McClure, 105 yards. Daniels, 57 and a touchdown. And Shepard going 4 for 4. We definitely lose yards on the punting, but some great kicking by Shepard. Okay, 12-0 Southern Mississippi. An excellent season this year. Our seat was definitely getting very hot as we only had a 40 overall approval score. But this season, even if somehow we start losing all our games once we start playing good teams, we have done a great turnaround here. They do slide us down to number 5 in the country, but not bad. McClure also getting 142 yards returning with a touchdown. Very helpful. All right, guys. Appreciate everyone watching. Please subscribe if you like this content. Y'all have a great day. Thanks.